do it.
For some reason my mic
Like, I
wasn't
didn't
picking
mean
up.
to, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah, factual. Like, because my ass got narcolepsy, so like it shows at third block heavily. I got passed out every single time at third block. I still got an A in that class, so you know what? Let's take a look and see what I got in that class. Actually, I ain't gonna expose
I was like,
myself.
did you ever get up?
Did I ever get it? Yeah, I did get up. I did get up.
Alright.
Someone
No, I
kicked
guess Miss C
me, and I
came
woke
over.
up, but I did not want to get
It
up.
was probably Miss C.
Someone.
I
What
was
we
like, because I know
got in that class?
I smacked you in the head when the bell first rang, and you just didn't move. I'm like, well, I'm not being late, so.
I got an 86 in Whoa, wait a minute. What?
These were Mr. Hams.
Mr. Hams. I'm trying to figure out how I got that. Oh, I'm missing my lab and then my week 3 quiz. And then my week 3 lab. I probably just didn't turn them in because Cammy is kind of CBS. But I got a 90 in Miss C's class.
Yeah.
I'm missing 2 assignments. Okay, 3 assignments. I'm missing a whole quiz.
Dude, I just
2
jumped the
quiz.
entire bridge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, I took a midterm at Mr. Hams today, and I got like an 86 on that. So, you know what? So while I'm talking about this,
Mr. Renair's freaking exam's gonna be dumb easy.
did she tell you what it is or nah?
Yep. You just gotta write a letter to our past selves.
Or she was like, she told me exactly. She's like, it's literally just going to be talk about what you learned and then reference one of the people there or one of the people we read about. It's like, oh, okay.
And then she said today, she goes, or we can just, just freaking write a letter to our past selves. I was like, oh, that's easy. Don't be dumb. Do your fucking work.
Stop using Peyton for assignments.
No,
nah, I'm
that
playing.
was smart. That was smart.
That was smart. Nah, I'm joking though. No, it does help with these. That was my comedic relief. So.
Yep, and sometimes the idea giver.
Yeah, that's the main reason Noah exists. All right, let me. Okay, yeah, I just never submitted it. Damn. Okay. All right, so tonight we're gonna be talking about the Flannan Isle. Flannian. Google pronounce this for me. Translate. I spelled it wrong. I don't care. Pronounce this.
Flannan.
That's not what I was asking. Pronounce it correctly.
Flannan.
Flannan. Okay, I was right. It's also apparently in French. It's a feminine verb or a word. Cool. So we're talking about the Flannan Isle mystery. I'm just gonna call it the Flannan Island because Isle, the word Isle, makes me angry when we're talking about an island. Basically, week 3 quiz. I never did that quiz. Let me take a look. Did I do the quiz? Let's take a look. Oh, I never did.
Nope.
Oh well, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow once I finish that.
So just do it in homeroom type of thing.
Well, tomorrow we're not doing anything, so it's just a catch-up day tomorrow.
Chilling. Oh, you mean like it's been all week in Miss C's?
Because Miss C is just too lazy to. Oh, no, I would say no. I'm not gonna say that because that's mean. That's mean. Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's not that she's lazy. It's just that she doesn't want to grade any more assignments at this point because she's either that far behind, or people just don't want to turn in assignments. So why assign more assignments that kids aren't going to do?
Exactly.
Oh, I never did this lab. Whoa.
It's okay. So you know the quiz that's optional for us. It's the extra credit test.
Yeah, I'll do that eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No. So Miss Els, she's doing it as well. Obviously, because they do the same freaking curriculum.
Yeah.
But hers isn't optional.
So it's just a straight up quiz. It's not extra credit. It's just a quiz.
Nope. They have to take it. I'm like, that's tough. Ours is extra credit.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure because with Miss Eccles, I think her class actually does work, and with us, it's just like here's the
Bobby
assignment.
Has 49.
Huh?
Bobby Nebel, in her class, he has a 49, so it's definitely they don't do work.
That's Bobby though.
That's valid.
That is straight up just Bobby. So like, it's not that surprising he has a 49. That man probably could fail gym class if he really wanted to. But I think that's everything that I need to turn in there. Anything else? No. I could do that lab, but I'm not going to do it right now. Anywho, we're talking about the
Honestly,
Flannan Isle.
I feel like if we had Miss Eccles, we probably would not be able to do the podcast.
And I would be actually just not doing the work. Because, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The podcast is the only thing that I genuinely do anymore. I will do, like, 2 assignments out of the week. And then it's just podcasts.
I said, like, the quizzes assignments, those are easy. It's a 3-minute assignment, and it's 100.
Yeah, like, and, like, but here's the thing. I probably do more, like, no offense to anyone in there, but I do more work than anyone in that class.
Yeah, because, like, sure, you might not do your own work half the time, but you help everybody else with theirs.
That's factual. Like, I may not do my work, but I'm doing everyone else's. Now, Missy, this is not me saying that I'm cheating. I'm just straight up saying, like, I will basically
sorry, there is no cheating in Miss C's class. She gives you all the answers already.
She cheats for you. All right. So we're talking about the podcast. Actually, get to what we were supposed to be doing. The first 10 minutes is just going to be us rambling about class. Oh well. Yep. I'm just gonna leave it in there.
You'll be okay with it.
Yeah, she won't care. It's a podcast. We can talk about whatever. They're supposed to be funny.
That's legitimately what she told us to do, was talk about whatever.
Yeah. Which that reminds me, there was one I was gonna do and I forgot it. I have to remember her. I gotta remember that one bitch's name that we were gonna do thing about. So Flannan Isle mystery. Basically, to put it into short words, 3 men decide to just straight up die and never appear again on an island while they were working with a lighthouse. Now, obviously, it's a very easy statement to just say they died falling in the ocean, but at this point, we would have at least found something. I mean, it was searched heavily, 3 times, might I add. We'll get into that in a minute. So we're gonna go over what happened there, but a little background. The Flannan Islands are like I think it's 7 groups of islands, I think is what it is.
Yeah. I believe it's an archipelago of like 7 or 8 islands.
Flannan Islands. I'm pretty sure it's 7 exactly. Small group of islands. Right. It's off the coast. Yeah, 7 hunters, so it's 7 islands. It's off the coast of Scotland.
Ireland. That's Scotland, yeah, not
Scotland,
Ireland.
not Ireland. I understand why people get those 2 mixed up because they have similar accents, but they have the opposites. Like we pull up world map real quick. There ain't no way they close to each other. Ireland's here, Scotland's all the way over here. Why is this map so bad?
I don't know.
This map is terrible.
It ain't my map, so I don't know.
Let me pull up this one here. Does Scotland actually look like that? Huh? Let me go back.
I don't know.
Huh, Scotland does look like that, apparently.
Okay.
This is a bad look on me. I just look up a fucking... I thought Scotland looked a lot different. Spell Scotland wrong. Oh no. Never mind. I was looking at by Sweden and Finland for some reason. I was looking at that little Russian.
Definitely not the right area, bud.
Yeah, no, I was looking over here at the Cervani Island over in Russia, thinking it was Scotland. No, Scotland is straight up just above the UK. Huh.
Yeah.
God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, because the Scottish and Irish were freaking happy that the freaking Queen died, because that means they get their land back. Same as Norway.
They over here doing fucking dances and shit on our grave. Okay, that's a little fucked up, but you get my point.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Fair. But anyway, so they are. I'm pretty sure. No. Where are this it right here? The Flannan Islands. Yep, there they are. They're just off the coast of Scotland, and they're the lighthouse there. So during that time, they could see the lighthouse, and they're like, "Oh, I could just go here, get to land, and then head down into Scotland from the north." So 3 men. One was MacArthur, and that's the only name that I can remember off the top of my head, because I can only remember his name because it's MacArthur. It's a very basic name. The rest of them had weirder names. James Ducat.
Names.
Oh, I mean, okay. Thomas Marshall was a pretty standard name. William MacArthur is a standard name, but then there's just James Ducat. Like that's not Scottish. That's like some German type shit. Not.
The Ducat, I believe, is I'm pretty sure it's German.
It's something. I don't know. It don't feel Scottish because Scottish is white people last names apparently. I mean, to be fair, most white people in the United States are either of British, Scottish, or Irish descent. There's very few Germans, Russians, natives.
Scottish, German. I said Scottish, German, native, English.
I wouldn't say native. Native. I mean, native.
No,
in our area,
I am native.
Yeah. Like.
No, I'm saying like my combination. It's German, English, Irish, Scottish, and native.
I'm pretty sure.
Everything.
I don't know what my dad's side of the family is, but I know my mom's side of the family is native.
So my dad's side is the Scottish, and I say my dad's side is like the Scottish and all that. My mom's side is the native, ironically. Well, my mom's dad's side is. My grandma, not so much. My grandma is white as can be.
I guess when Catholics and natives meet, you get the Mormons.
Right?
I don't think that's how religion works. Anyhow, so these 3 men, James Ducat, Marshall.
It's pretty close.
Oh, Noah's dying. Perfect. And MacArthur. They were stationed at the Flannan Islands. I don't know if I open up this, if I can actually show you the lighthouse. Let me see if I can't pull up the lighthouse. There we are. Yeah, you can see. Let's go take a look at the pictures. You can see about what they were working with here. I'll stream it so Noah can feel like he's invested. That's Wallpaper Engine. Let's not stream that. Let's also not stream my screen or my video. I just want to open up. Thank you, Discord. Thank you. Okay. So like you can see, it's just like it's what you would expect off an island. That is a really old lighthouse, but that looks so cool.
Not doing the Corvette.
But yeah, so you can see what they were working with. Obviously, it's been renovated a little bit for safety reasons, but they left it pretty much how it was back when the men were still there. I wonder if I can get a picture of the house that they were staying in. Housing unit. I wonder if I can take. Let's see if I can't find a picture of the housing unit. Oh yeah, there's a movie on this. So if you wish to watch the movie, I do have it pulled up somewhere. Here we are. This one I didn't like too much for the source. The source wasn't amazing. It was conflicting with some information, so I went off different bits of it. But The Vanishing. Let's see what you can watch. The Vanishing. I watched it a little bit ago. It was a pretty good movie.
So The Vanishing was pretty good. Could have been better, yes.
85% in Rotten Tomatoes, and then IMDb is just 5 out of 10. I'll watch option. You can watch on Hulu, Prime. That's all people care about. Unless you got a starter subscription. I don't know one motherfucker that owns a starter subscription. But so these 3 men were the lighthouse keepers, and they were quite experienced. I mean, they're working on the middle of nowhere, so they should be a decent bit experienced. But yeah, so then, why am I saying then? I don't know. Whatever. I am completely out of it right now. My bad. Like I said, I just woke up from a
We should
nap.
have sleep for this, yeah.
Yeah, I should have not slept before this because I have lost my entire train of thought on what we were doing here. So, basically, what happened is a ship named the Art. I might have to pull out the Google Translate again. The Arch Tour. Arch Tour? Arc Tour? Translate time.
Something like that, yeah.
Damn, Arch Tour.
Arctor.
Arctor. Okay. So, a ship named the Arctor was traveling towards northern Scotland, and they were going to use the Flannan Island lighthouse as their, like, mark point. What are those called? Landmarks.
Oh, no, right now.
And they had noticed that the lighthouse just wasn't on. And so they then relayed that information off to the Board of Lighthouse Directory or something like that. What's it called again? Well, let me take a look and see. Northern Lighthouse Board. That's what it was called. That there was and they relayed that there was something wrong, obviously. So they sent up the Hesperus, and we're not gonna name it that. They sent a guy named Moore up there. Moore kind of sucks in this story. He is like one of the worst investigators I have ever seen. This man goes, he's the captain. He heads up there, and instead of being like, you know what, I'm the captain of this ship, I should know most about islands and storms and the ocean, he just sends off this random guy named Jim Harvey. So, well, first, they obviously shoot a flare up, and as you could expect, there's no response. So, they send up Harvey. Well, they sent him, Moore and Harvey go up there, and so they're looking at the housing unit. There's, I mean, everything looks like they just got up and left. The only thing that looked kind of messed up was there was a chair that was knocked down. That's about it. The clock in the housing unit was off because the battery died or something. Like, that's not really unusual. The table was set like they were gonna eat something. I don't think it had food on the table. I think it was just set like they were going to have a meal. But other than that, everything looked completely fine. And they keep mentioning this thing called what is it? It's something skin. Oil skin or skin oil. And basically what that was at the time it was like an early form of what we would consider like finger what it is it's I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna see if I can't find I mean, I can't. It's hard to describe what skin oil is. It's basically like an early form of fingerprinting or something like that. But that hadn't been found just yet. Basically, Moore and Harvey dipped. They left. Because they were like, oh, weird, it's something. And then they send Harvey with 2 more sailors, and they head on up, and they just oil skins, yeah, but a set of oil skins. What is an oil skin? Okay, I was entirely wrong. Oil skin is not something that is used for tracking something. Huh. It's basically just a jacket. It's just a big poncho. Where did I read that oilskin was a fucking tracing method? Who knows?
Not a clue.
Anywho, they found after searching the lighthouse that one of the men had straight up just left his poncho and just kind of left in a t-shirt or like a tight shirt. It says shirt sleeves, which is like a tight shirt, I believe. Tight shirt. Yeah. A shirt sleeve is wearing a shirt but no coat. It's like a weird way of saying like t-shirt, but if it was my guess, it would probably be like some form of tight t-shirt because it gets cold, so they want to. It's like a thermal shirt. That's what I'm gonna probably guess is what they're suggesting he was wearing. What the fuck is this? I need to turn on my ad blocker. These ads are making me heavily uncomfortable. There we go. Which that will become important later. And they search the island a little more instead of the actual lighthouse, and they noticed that walkways and metal walkways and the dock that was there had been pretty destroyed and ripped up, suggesting that there was a storm. So what do they say? They died. They just fell off trying to secure something and then just drowned. Or they just died falling off the cliffs. Well, I will say this. There is a little more, but like there's a little more that Robert, this is what I'm gonna call him. He's a superintendent. Says right here. He knows the men very well. All three of them. And he goes to search because he's like, these guys are experienced. There's not really any explanation for them leaving. So he decided to do a search of his own. And the only thing he really did is he found, he examined the poncho that was found, and he had to state that it was MacArthur's. I don't know how. It was probably just, he was like, oh yeah, these sizes are like, there was one short guy, one medium guy, one large guy. I would assume is how he decided that, or he just like looked at the proportions or something, or maybe he had a tag. Excuse me, maybe it had a tag or something on it. I don't know how he did it,
or
but
he somehow a particle of hair or something, a hair follicle.
I mean, no, you have to remember, this is early, I'd say what, 1800? Yeah, December 1900, exactly 1900.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have DNA. We don't get DNA until, we don't probably get DNA processing until the mid
1960s.
No, because Dahmer would have been caught a lot easier. DNA, what did I say it was? DNA processing.
Like it started in the 60s, but it was not good
84
until like the 80s.
It was first developed in 84.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. It was first use of DNA profiling. That's what it is. DNA profiling, not processing. Profiling.
Difference.
That started also in 86. Okay. But still, like, oh no, because Dahmer got fingerprinted. So when was
the fingerprinting has been happening since
91? 91 is when he was caught. So yeah, he got right on the turn of fingerprinting and all that. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Dahmer was like 80s. He was probably predominantly like killing in the 80s. No, he started in 78. Yeah, he started in 78, so yeah, definitely in the 80s when that was on the turn. I mean, to be fair, it's not hard to convict that man. You won't need DNA to prove what he did, but still, I don't know. So, like I said, they found the skin oils, the skin oils that belonged to MacArthur, apparently. I'm not gonna state how they did, because I don't know. But all my man Robert really did was solidify the fact that there was a storm and that the dock had been destroyed. So the excuse of basically just stating that they drowned is fairly easy to say, but there's no fun in that, of course. Why would there be fun? There's no fun in looking at things at base value. So let's get a little deeper into this. If you think about it, these men are stationed in the middle of nowhere in probably one of the most dangerous islands you can be on because of how far away it is from any other any other place you could probably go. So these men definitely weren't amateurs or anything like that, nor were any of them probably being trained at the time or something like that. You would probably station them at like on Scotland itself and have them trained there for years and years before sending them somewhere out there. Well, so to suggest that these men just happened to run out in the middle of a violent storm that's destroying the island is absolutely absurd. It is stupid to suggest they would do that because they would know the risk they are taking. They know that if they go out there, there's a risk of them dying. So my first theory, I'm going backwards on the script here. I want to bring up my boring theory first and then my cooler theory because I like to go with the boring.
You always end it.
Yeah.
So you always end the high note.
Yeah. So the boring one is that they just straight up did what men do. They got mad at each other, and they were arguing over something maybe, and MacArthur took off in a fit of rage, head down to the dock to work on something or just take a walk or something, and Decat and Marshall followed after him, and then we'll say this for the sake of the argument that MacArthur is one of those guys that blow off steam while doing work. So he goes down to the dock to make sure everything's secure, and maybe something isn't, so he goes to secure it, and he falls into the ocean. Now, obviously, Ducat and Marshall being empathetic, regular human beings, because we had that at this time. We don't have it anymore. But
there's still some, just not a lot.
Yeah, we just have people that are empathetic. Do we have that anymore? If you catch someone on a good day,
Yeah.
Skinwalker. Yeah, but so back when empathy was a thing. Alright, that's my bad. I'm back.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, MacArthur being angry. That man probably went out and wait a minute. Is Noah here? Or is he gone?
Yep, I'm
nice.
good.
Okay. Making sure I don't want this man disappearing on me. I lost my sense of humor. Anyway. So MacArthur, my man's probably got mad and just went to go work, fell in the ocean, and back when empathy was a thing, Marshall and the cat tried helping him and then succumbed to the same fate that he did and drowned to death. Now, that's probably the most reasonable explanation. It would explain why
reasonable, but also boring.
Very boring. I mean, it would explain everything. Man left his jacket because he was mad, knocked over a chair because he stood up quickly. Makes sense. Yeah. Now, what I personally think is more interesting is something scared them. Now, what that something is, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to be out in the middle of bumfuck ocean on some random islands, but it's nice to think that something out there scared them so much that they...
Look at Australia. Who knows what you'll find there?
Factual. Look at Australia. But, so these men hopped up, or not MacArthur, Marshall and Decat had their jackets, ponchos on, because they maybe just got back in from a lighthouse or something. And something scared them while they were in the house. And instead of, being trapped in there, they just up and booked it. They got lost on the island because you can't see at night. And either that thing caught up to them and killed them on the spot, or since it's so dark out, you can't see anything. Imagine running. Imagine. Where do I put this? It's the middle of a storm. Let's see if I can't find a video of like a. I can't find it. I don't think I'll be able to find one. But it is pitch black out because you can't see the moon. Moon's not there because there's a storm. You hear thunder, lightning, just massive storm, waves crashing against the rocks, and something is after you. I don't know about you, but I'd be shitting my pants.
I'm dipping.
I will be shitting my pants. My pants will be absolutely soiled. They will not be recognizable by the time my body is
pants,
found.
they would be brown.
They would not only be brown, but they would be yellow as well, because I need pissing myself. Because I remember when I went to the beach in August, and I went out like, I don't know, 2, 3 in the morning. Went out to the ocean, and it's South Carolina, so there's always a storm there during August. So I couldn't see much. There goes my desk. I couldn't see much because, well, it's cloudy. And I got the worst feeling just standing at the ocean and not being able to see a thing. Because it's 3 in the morning. Most lights are off at that point. No one's still up at 3 in the morning in the middle of August at a beach. No one's up. So
why the ones that need it?
I mean, it was North Myrtle Beach, so it wasn't Myrtle Beach where that happens. It was North Myrtle Beach. That's where the rich preppy white kids live. So yeah. They won't be doing that. They got their pool to do that. They got their own private, secluded indoor and outdoor pool. Factual. I would definitely do that at the beach. That sounds like a blast.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't want to do it because I'm alone. Obviously, I get no female companions, but that's all right. That's fine. I live with that fact, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Anywho, so like, I know that feeling all too well of just that weird, eerie darkness of just nothing and the unknown just staring dead at you. So I feel like that's probably a better look at it, because they're both really good explanations. But I just feel that my second theory is a lot more fun to think about, because, as I stated before, it is awful not being able to see anything. And when I mean anything, like, you could put your hand out and you won't see it, because that was like, if you turned all the lights off in your room, you could probably still see your hand because you got moonlight coming in,
of it.
Or an outline. You would still be able to see it. But when you are outdoors, there is not any lights on, the moon's out, or the moon's covered up, and you hold your hand out in front of you, that is utter darkness. You can't see it.
Those are worth. I can't say that.
Don't you do it. I don't feel like editing that out. So don't you say it. I know where that was going, and you better not say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
You better not say it.
You get demonetized and canceled so fast.
Yeah, because this is on stream too, so anyone's watching, I'm in a heap of trouble.
Trust me, I'm streaming too. That's what I can't say that.
But yeah, so like, it's so bad of a feeling to just not be able to see anything, and you don't know what could happen. Because, you know, you're in the middle of nowhere on an island with a lighthouse that isn't on, and there's either something after you or you just can't see. So it's not that hard to believe that those guys were probably shitting themselves and running somewhere. Now, I will say it is better when there is more people around when you have that situation, but you still have that really big anxiety in your chest. Like, it's like when people state that there's a weight on their chest when they're sick or when they get a really bad feeling, you get that times 4 when you're in a situation like this, because it is just dread. It is just absolute dread. And it is just so creepy that this is what they went through, and they died, and no one has ever found them. Not a single soul has found their body. Now, obviously, the more reasonable explanation is they just fell off and died, but that's not fun. Why? That would never be fun. Can we also just talk about how my man Moore over here went over there was like twice, and he was like, I'm done looking. He just sent more people to go do it for him. That man was so lazy.
Honestly, that would have been like, nah, too lazy.
I can't blame him, because I would have just went on there, not find the guys, and be like, alright, they drowned, and I would have left.
Yep.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That's something I would do.
No, I would have heard the same exact sound, and I would bet they drowned. They're dead. No, fuck that. I'm out.
Oh, let's not forget, this was in the middle, or this was just after Christmas in December.
Yeah.
Actually, no. This was before it. This was on the 15th of, December when things were reported. And then...
But still frigid.
It is still freezing. You have to remember, they're up in the northern UK, and they're higher than both UK
and America.
And Scotland. Scotland? Why the fuck did I say Scotland? Scotland. Whatever, you get my point. So it is absolutely freezing. That's another reason why MacArthur not taking his shirt or his jacket is just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is quite short. Oh well, whatever. That's basically about... Let me go through here tonight. Yeah.
That's basically everything, is it?
I'm looking. Yeah, that's about everything. Oh no, I forgot. Okay. So there is one theory that I found out there, because I want to take a look and see what I always take a look and see what some other people's theories are, but I never really put them in there because they're completely outrageous, but this one I couldn't pass up. There is a theory out there that the men were abducted. Now, I didn't put it in here, but I thought it was the funniest thing imaginable. So basically, this is what some people believe is what happened. Now, I'm not denying that this couldn't be a thing, but it's just kind of funny. So, the story goes that the men were working on the night of the storm in the lighthouse, and they were working on the light itself, and that's why it was off. Well, the theory goes that MacArthur walked outside because he was the one working inside, while the other two were testing the wiring on the outside. MacArthur did not find any sign of the other two men, so he started to search for them. Now, why he would do this in the middle of a storm and not just assume that they went to go grab something is beyond me. This is just a theory that a lot of people seem to be making here. Then, so the theory with what happened to the cat and Marshall is that they had fallen, or not fallen off the side, but they had fell somewhere, and one of them had got hurt. Kind of like our story last week where the two women fell and got hurt. That was a theory. I mean, to be fair, that's a genuinely good theory there, and it's still really weird.
So that is an extremely good theory.
I mean, it just makes sense. Two women going missing in the middle of a woods. Anyhow,
why does it have to be women, huh? Kidding.
Because it was two women that went missing.
Why are you being sexist? Do I gotta cancel you for that?
Alrighty, time to delete my socials. Anywho, the theory had stated that one of the two men got hurt, and so they had started making their way back to the housing unit to get the first aid supplies. On the way there, the two men then get abducted by aliens, and that's why they're gone. Well, MacArthur goes out to see why he was, I don't remember this part exactly, this is where it gets a little foggy for me. I believe it goes along the lines of something that MacArthur tried yelling at the men to test something, and then he just had never got a response, so he walked outside and saw the two men just gone. So he walks back to the housing unit as well. Now this is where it gets utterly ridiculous. So after abducting the two men on their way back to the housing unit, the ship comes back down, picks up MacArthur, and just goes. It just leaves. If aliens do exist and they have the technology to just abduct people, what would be the point of coming down and getting a guy after you've already picked up two? There is no reason to come back.
They paid him to grab the other one.
Hey, I got 40 shillings here. If you go down and just pick up him. No. What I honestly want to think of it is just like,
You're like, hey, see that kid right there? 40 shillings, you go pick him up.
It was a no balls bet. It was a no balls bet. I bet no balls you won't pick him up. No balls. Ooh, you picked him up.
No balls you want to that kid. Oh my god, he picked him up.
It's stupid.
It's so stupid, but I could totally see it.
I can totally see it.
Especially if the alien male. Just like, hey, bet you won't go pick him up.
No antennas. Because of how aliens are predicted. No antennas. You won't pick him up. Stern starts just like fucking spitting at them or some shit.
Just like, oh, you want to bet?
It's like, Jesus. No, you didn't even pick him up. He just crashed into him and then just left. Just slams into the no. And you know what? No, the light wasn't out because it was broken. The alien was committing a DUI. No. The alien was just committing a DUI and crashed into it. Right? And we never since I don't know oh my god, what's that one stupid theory where like a dark power controls like the governments or some shit? Oh my god, what's it called? Deep State. The Deep State just decided to send out Moore and his crew and just be like, yep, lights busted. Yep. There's just a saucer sitting in the fucking lighthouse.
You're like, hey, did you turn on the invisibility by any chance? Nope.
God damn it, Moore. And that's why, and no, that would make even more. Why is this theory working out?
Morty.
No.
That's who the.
No. This theory is working out because Moore left, relayed the information, and then what's his name? Robert came back out to search.
That is true.
They got a UFO specialist out here covering up the drunk ass alien who crashed into the lighthouse. Oh my gosh.
I could totally see that too.
Like, I thought, like, when I read it myself first, like, I just thought it was funny how they picked him up and came back. But the more we make fun of this theory, the more it pans
it actually makes sense.
The more it pans out into an actual,
legitimate theory.
Yeah, like a not conjunctible, constructive theory, like something you could put together. I can't believe, after making so many jokes about it, that we actually were able to put together a theory of a drunk alien.
That actually kind of makes sense.
A drunk alien crashing
into my house.
How it goes. And then It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's
Like,
so
why?
stupid. It's funny, it's stupid, and it works.
It does work. That's the sad part.
Sorry, I'm trying to text someone back real quick. There we go. It's just like...
It's like, why does it work? That's the real question.
No. The funniest part is the fact that, like... I'm just trying to think of what an alien would get drunk off of. Like,
White Claw.
no. White Claw, no. I want to say this, but I would be outing another teacher, so I'm not going to say that. But I think you know who I'm talking about when I said, when I say that this one teacher was asked a question whether they were a White Claw drinker or, like, a bourbon woman.
Yep.
And they replied with, I would rather drink bourbon. And I know this teacher quite well.
I have that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know her quite well, and I was like, I was so utterly shocked by that statement.
I was expecting to be like, a simple little White Claw would do. And then she go, nah.
Bourbon.
Freaking barrel strength with bourbon. Like,
yeah.
What?
I was like, oh, I could see like a red wine or like... Or
red
like,
wine, white wine type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, like...
But she goes straight up barrel
like,
strength bourbon. Like,
Sean after Sean, like, okay. It's like, oh, wow. Okay, then. No, Missy, we're not talking about you, I promise.
Well, obviously.
I don't know. What would Missy drink? I could definitely see her.
I feel like she would definitely be a bourbon.
I would probably say either like a Jack and Coke or like a Jack Daniels something, like a mixed drink that had whiskey in it.
A whiskey of some sort, yeah.
I would not say like a beer. Ain't no way she drinking piss. This should be awful. No. I do not see it, because I don't see her drinking piss. That's just, no. People that drink shit like Miller's Light, or Miller's Light, Natty Light.
Miller's Light, Bud Light, any light.
Beer, like, you were literally just like, I could probably piss in a can, give it to you, and it probably tastes better.
No, like, I don't think it would taste better. It'd probably taste just as bad, but they wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I don't know, bro. Just the idea of a drunk alien. Anyhow, I'm gonna quit digging around. I'm gonna call it a night with drunk aliens crashing into a lighthouse after getting a no balls bet.
So it works, man. Hey.
That's
if the two aliens were guys, you know dang well that it would have worked. Factual,
it would have. Alright, I think that's a good way to start off our spooky month. It was supposed to be scary. It was a little bit when I was talking about
the whole, yeah.
So,
and then we became drunk aliens.
Drunk aliens, yeah. I'd say that's a great way to end it off for the night. I'll see you, Noah. You have a good one. Make sure you get your shit done so you don't fail this class.
No promises.
No promises, bro. You gotta graduate early. You gotta pass.
At worst case scenario, I don't graduate. All I take is English next semester.
And then not drop out, but you know what I mean.
Work
all right. Yeah. All right. I'm out of here.
All right,
I'll see you, Noah. I'll see you guys later too. Have a wonderful night. Hope you enjoyed Spooky Month and Drunk Aliens. I had a blast. Take care. Be safe. And good night. And of course, as per usual,